I would like to start by saying that within our neighborhood, within the immediate neighborhood as well as the extended neighborhood, we see the entire spectrum of how regional cooperation initiatives work and don't work. If you go slightly beyond our immediate neighborhood, in the extended neighborhood, you have ASEAN, perhaps one of the finest examples of cooperation, regional cooperation for trade, development, and the upliftment of many millions of people. And closer home, of course, we have seen the belied hopes of the SAARC initiative for reasons which are well known and don't need to be gone into here. And in that sense, BIMSTEC is particularly important because it serves as a bridge between these two, between SAARC nations and ASEAN nations. As Prime Minister Modi has said, BIMSTEC is a natural platform to fulfill our key foreign policy priorities of neighborhood first and act east. And unlike other regional blocs, BIMSTEC is sector-driven. So each country leads a cooperative organization, and in this, India leads in transport and communication, tourism, counter-terrorism, and transnational crime. But ironically, in these 20 years, BIMSTEC has had only 3 summits, but it got a boost last year when, along with the BRICS BIMSTEC summit in 2016 in Goa, leaders unequivocally condemned terrorism, and the many projects that BIMSTEC is based upon are beginning to look like some of them are taking off. It's important to note that post the global economic crisis in 2008, BIMSTEC countries have maintained an annual growth rate of 6%, which is no mean feat considering the dips that many countries around the world faced. With a collective population of 1.6 billion people and a combined GDP of approximately $3 trillion, this is a very significant bloc. But as I mentioned earlier, the potential has not fully been tapped. If we look at figures from just 2 or 3 years ago, the intra-regional trade within BIMSTEC countries was 2.86% of global trade. And even compared to SAARC, which has a 7% figure, not to mention the really high-performing blocks such as ASEAN, which has 29%. It shows you the scope that BIMSTEC has. Infrastructure is a key shortcoming, but also a key opportunity. The ADB, the Asian Development Bank, has pointed out that lack of transport infrastructure has slowed down rapid growth of some of the BIMSTEC countries. To facilitate and to take advantage of these opportunities, one of the crucial requirements is to improve the ease of doing business index. Now, this is something where BIMSTEC countries have a varied range. India has shown a dramatic improvement just last year, rising 30 points on the World Bank's Index of Ease of Doing Business to get into the top 100 for the first time. But within this bloc, the best are held by countries like Thailand, which is at 26 on the Ease of Doing Business Index of the World Bank. And if you take Bhutan, it's at 75.